Slip my wrist like a bocce league gold lines. Mama always say she got me, she got no pride.
Whatever music you put into this place, it's going to leave here sounding better than good. You could be confident when you hand it to a record executive. We started to test out how the vocals translate into the recordings. And then after hearing it, I had to recall my whole album because the vocals sounded so much better than it did when it was in the isolation booth. And they were like, well, we want to re-record all our work because of how we heard how it sounded. If we have a whole band in here, I'll put the drums in the corner. Then I'll surround the drums in a QuickSoundField. You know, I'm super excited. I'm energized about all this jazz because it really revolutionized the studio. My studio operated a certain way. Now that we have the StudioTraps, so many people, there's this big ice barrier to break between people that come to the studio, and I spend the first 5 minutes talking to them about the StudioTraps because most people haven't seen them. But when they come in here and they hear their voice, I let them sit here in the chair, and after we record them, I hit playback. And they hear their music for the first time, or they hear their voice for the first time, they could tell the texture of the voice sounds better. I'm not impressed by a lot of gear, but this serves a mega purpose. Every time someone asks me about a mix, I tell them, you're going to want to leave your mix here. And when they want to know why, I'm going to say, well, I have an edge. I've been extremely confident and happy with my StudioTraps. So your voice takes a trip around the studio, and then because your voice reflects over so many surfaces, it creates its own sound. When I project the sound this way, an instrument or my voice potentially can knock around, and the sound that comes back to the mic eventually, because the mic is on, is this blurred signal. When we create this QuickSoundField, we lessen that gap. When we got these chrome dots pointed towards the talent, it creates a reflective environment where the sound, here I'll show you, in fact, see if you talk into this bad boy like this, hey, check, 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 but then you look, like, speak into this, the reflective part, see how it sounds.
Sounds like a speaker.
Now spin it around and check out the dead end.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like that, when you spin it around, you get the reflective energy on one side, which is cool for a control room and great for vocals.
So this is what the room sounds like now with the StudioTraps around me in a QSF configuration. QSF means QuickSoundField. How this works is the front is split in half. One half is reflective, and you can tell what part is reflective by the knob up top. And then the back part of it here is absorptive. So it reflects on one side, absorbs on the other. Right now, I have all of these knobs pointed towards the inside of the circle. So all of the sound is being, from the sound source, which is my voice, is being bounced back off the reflective parts of the StudioTraps and then kind of staying within the circle for the most part. And with this setup, the QSF setup, it actually boosts the direct sound between 3 and 5 dB, which can be and has been measured on an SPL meter. So if you want it to be an alternate way, you can just twist these and have the reflective side out and have the absorptive side within the circle. Sometimes I like to do that. So you can kind of play around to see which you prefer.
You got me lost in the days. I never felt this way. I give you anything with me, it's one hell of a feeling. Shots in the rain got you healing from all the resentment. Even exchange, I was hoping to change your opinions. We share the pain, couple scars that were self-inflicted. I'm so used to the pain. Couple of shots in the rain. You got me lost in the days. I never felt this way. and chillin', bitch, you turned up. Tryna fuck, but the gang get burnt up. Rockin' like a black bear, you niggas straight cut. Just cause we from Iraq, they think we straight thugs. I don't got cuts in my shit, I got straight slugs. Shawty wanna kick it with the team, we got great drugs. You said my name was BG, I stay on my grind. I'ma spin back on the block, I'ma rewind. Try to act up, we shootin' missiles like it's an airstrike. Going off the shrooms got me harder than a fair ride.